Welcome back. You're watching the news on Headlines Now, and moving to the world of cricket. Well, those with age and experience have their hearts set on ODI Test cricket. But what is the stepping stone to that platform for the young guns? Natasha finds out.
Cricket is among India's many religions, but T20, however, is now the new craze. And local T20 leagues like this one proves to be a fruitful tree waiting to be picked.
When I say CSK, Chennai Super Kings, so they are looking out for players, and if someone does well, I see no reason why they can't be picked.
Speaking of talent, if there's anyone crazy for cricket, it's these simple folk at Avadi. You never know, India might see another Dhoni sprout from this very ground right here.
It works every way, I think, in terms of encouraging the budding players and involving the local community, giving them something back.
T20 is now the name of the game according to the young guns. But what of the older and wiser?
I'm a bit of a traditional. I prefer the test match cricket, the longer version of the game, because for a sportsman, for a player, that has far more challenges to actually face and overcome.
That's a surprise considering T20 is all Hemang plays today. Well, cricket is cricket nonetheless. But how crazy can crazy get?
It's a sacrifice that I could do for the game, so I could give up my girlfriend.
There you have it, spoken like a true Indian. In Chennai, Natasha for Ndtv-Hindu.
And moving on to some news from the cricket pitch now. Well, South Africa are closing in on the series win. The Indian top order collapsed, leaving the Proteas to top the series decider. The Indian skipper was out for 5, and with the 5th and final ODI reduced to 46 overs aside due to rain interruption, India are quite poorly chasing a revised target of 268 runs. And the score currently is 142 for the loss of 8 wickets.
His first of the innings. Very good shot, the strong forearms, Dhoni.
And finally, Southern siren Asin was in the eye of a storm last year over the shooting of her movie Ready with Salman Khan in Sri Lanka. She was banned by the Nadigar Sangam for shooting in the country. She spoke exclusively to Ndtv-Hindu's Bama Ravi on the controversy and said that lead actors were not allowed to take calls on where shoots do happen.
Asin, last year when you shot Ready with Salman Khan, you travelled to Sri Lanka. That raised quite a few hackles here in Tamil Nadu. It upset the Tamil film industry per se. And additionally, you also travelled to a refugee camp. What kind of mental state were you in? And what gave you the conviction that you should do something if it had to be done?
I think what happened here was that people did not understand what exactly went on. I think there was a little bit of wrong reporting also. The South Indian film industry, the association, had banned the South Indian artists, not really banned, but had said that they would prefer the South Indian artists not to take part in the IFA function, which happened in Sri Lanka last year. And I was invited to the function, and taking to consideration this, this order, and also respecting the sentiments of all my audiences here and the Tamil population, I declined the invitation and I did not go for the awards function, which was to promote Sri Lankan tourism also along with it. When the Ready schedules were being planned, I was informed that Ready was going to be shot in Mauritius, and later on it was changed to Goa, brought back to Bombay, and then changed to Sri Lanka just a day before I was to leave. So I had already given my passports, and I went to Sri Lanka to do the job that I was signed on to do when I had signed Ready months before all these developments took place. So I just went there to do my job and to fulfill my professional commitments.
But you must have anticipated some kind of backlash.
I did not myself feel that I was going against anybody because I had respected the order given by the association not to take part. Not to take part in IFA, when I was under the impression that we're going to be shooting in Mauritius or in Goa, worst comes to worst, in Bombay. And I was informed by the producers of the film that, due to a lot of changes and their internal problems, they had to shoot in Sri Lanka. A lead artist in a film does not take the call on where the film has to be shot.
Yeah.
So we just comply by what the makers of the film ask us to do, as in terms of we have no say, especially a lead actress.
And you can watch the entire interview at 10 tonight. Well, that's it for me at the moment. Coming up next is Ungal Sethi with Saudamani. Stay tuned for your news in Tamil.